So, I'd like to start today by making you read my t-shirt. Dedicated to the one I love. And as most people would see it, it's like, oh, how nice of this person to be dedicated to their partner or their mother or their children or whoever is close to them. And most of us really look after our family and the loved ones. And by loved ones, we mean somebody who is close to us, who we meet every day and who we are in close contact with. But how do I see this message and why am I wearing this t-shirt? That's a very different question. And today's topic might not be easy for you to understand at first because you're new to the idea, but please think about it. Please don't reject it as you hear it from me today. I believe that all of us, you, me, the guy next door, the girl in the car on the road, we're all one. Different nations, different colors, different people, we're all one organism and we function as one organism. And if there is any tension between the organs, then the organism is not functioning properly to its full potential. When you think about other people, I don't know, some Thai person who lives in Bangkok, you feel close to them? Do you love them? Do you care about them? No, you don't. And that is where our human philosophy went very wrong, because that person, or me, or your sister, or your wife are no different from you. And we are all one big body, if you like it to be called a body, an organism that functions as one. And we're all connected. You can't see the physical connections, but they're there. It's just that our eyes are not made to see them. And people as groups, when they realize that they are connected and when they're all working for one common goal, are a lot more powerful than one person, because collective energy is stronger than one person's energy. That brings us to the idea of being one, so dedicated to the one I love. And the one I love is you, is him, is her, is everybody, because we are one. And by thinking that you are not separate from other people, you become much more loving, because you know that your foot and his arm are no different. It might be a part of a different cell or a different organ, but it's all one thing. You know, you can't say that your heart is more important than your brain, because without the brain, the heart wouldn't function. Without the heart, the brain wouldn't function. So we are all very important. And the organism is just so complex that it would probably really not be up to us to understand how it works. But we are not separate. If you can get to this idea, and to illustrate this idea, you know how I talked about structure and structuring our army, our pyramid, our group into something more solid. It's not a pyramid, it's now an organism. And we are taking the bigger organism and reducing it down to a smaller organism, which has a kidney, a liver, a heart, lungs, fingers, nails, you know, little blisters here, maybe from yoga, feet, and whatever else. Now, you will take a role in this organism. I will be your soul, your queen, what keeps us alive. Not our heart that keeps us alive. There is the soul that lives in the body, and once it's gone, everything else is gone, right? I will be your soul. And there is a file there on the internet, especially made for you, for you to claim one of the body parts of this organism, with me, Queen Lena, being as your soul. You can be the feet, you can be the fingernails, you can be whatever. You can be responsible for the feelings, for the worries, for the hair growth, whatever you like to be. So in the description part of this video, and if you cannot see the description, check it out through the Explorer if you're using your mobile device or on a PC. It might appear there. There is a link that will take you to the file with a list of body organs. And it will seem very anatomical at first, but when you think about it, we are no more than organs of this one big organism. Silly organs who think that by being a thumb, the only people you should care about is pinky, the ring finger, the index finger and the middle finger. This is it. This is my family and the loved ones. So as long as I care for them, I don't need to care about anything else, because we live so far away from you guys that we don't really have anything in connection, like any connection at all. But these little fingers, they're blind to see that they're part of the body. And for us it's so obvious that fingers, you know what? You're just fingers. Look at this. It's the whole big one. And thinkers would say, no, my father and my mother and my sister and my wife are really important, and I should only love them because we are separate. We are like a family. No, you're not a family. You're connected to the whole big one, dedicated to the one I love. And that doesn't mean you or you. You shouldn't just love you or you. You should love to the one. You should dedicate yourself to the one you love, and love the whole big us. And if you stay with this idea that we are one organism, you will very soon find out for yourself that you are much closer to other people, and you feel their pain, and you feel that they might be disappointed in something, and there is no neutral feeling towards other people anymore, not caring. You do care. When you see somebody spill a glass of wine on their shirt, you don't say like, oh, thank God it's not me. You really feel what they are feeling. And after years of having this idea in my mind, I do feel what other people feel, and I really care. And many of you ask me, why do I, well, like, where's the trick? How is she collecting money from you guys? This is not the money, because you are me, and me is you. We're one, and if you haven't seen it until now, then maybe this is the day when you start to see other people differently. Don't be a thumb on a hand thinking that these 5 people are your universe, that your family is the ones to care for and the ones to love more than the other family that lives, say, in Thailand or in Korea or wherever else. Because if you do not rely on your eyes and not being able to feel this physical connection between this family and that family, doesn't mean that you are not part of the big one. So, I'd like you to be part of the one by this simple exercise, which might seem silly to you when you see the list of liver, kidneys, uterus, fingers and toes. But when you think about it, you're nothing but a heart or a thumb in this society, world society. And I would like to be the soul of our small organism. And if you notice, everything in the world is really fractals. When there is a big something, there is a smaller something, and even smaller, and you can go even bigger than the big, and it would still have the same structure. It would still be like a smaller model, a smaller version of whatever you see in the sky. The patterns in the clouds, they reflect patterns in your body. And sounds, certain sounds, they make patterns in the in the liquid if you film it under the microscope. Have you seen those documentaries? That sounds form patterns, say in the sand, very tiny sand like dust, or in molecules of water. Very interesting, and the patterns are reflected, say, in the skin of the leopard, or a drawing on a turtle's back. It is exactly the same pattern. So it's sort of about fractals. Take a body part, go into the file and sign your registered number next to a certain body part that you want to be, and then see if you feel any closer to your soul and to other people being part of the same organism. Why do I want you to be part of one organism? Because we are. And there is no need to feel so estranged of the people of the same sex who want the same things, who are in this group. If we all feel so unfriendly towards each other, there's the queen and then I hate everybody else. It's not like that. Because only by collective energy and collective love, which will go on between us, we can grow together. And with your love, I feed on your love. I don't want your money. I don't want you to send me gifts. Although that is nice too. But more precious is your collective energy that will make us grow all together. And by personal growth, you are also making me grow too into somebody who I haven't yet been. Lifting, 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 and we're all lifting. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to be talking to you. And the book is almost done. Not done yet, not quite, but it will be there soon. And of course it is free, you know, you don't have to buy it or anything like that. Or you can buy it if you really want. Later I will tell you a way of how you can get the book sent to you. Online, of course. Don't want to push it on anybody or force it, or you must read this. No, only the ones who do want to read it will read it. You know, it's if you're led to it, then why not take it? And you were led to me somehow, so please unplug your ears and listen, even if this idea does not quite reflect what you have thought of the world and yourself and the family before. Don't be a thumb, please. Or be a thumb, but realize that there's also toes and heart and another thumb somewhere out there. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.